All right, welcome back, everybody. Aesop Grimm here, and this is the continuation of my first journey compendium in Elden Ring, and we're playing as Fia's Blood Assassin, going for the Duskborn ending, and we are an Arcane Dagger Bleed build. If you've been following along, you can see I have switched back to my heavier armor, and the reason, I have a couple options here, and I kind of want to play around with both, but I noticed that I did not have the winged sword as insignia equipped anymore. Instead, I had gone with the blue dancer charm, which raises attack power with lower equipment load. But I don't know why I would have replaced the winged sword insignia. That's right up my alley. So, successful raises attack power with successive attacks. So I think this is the overall better one, so I re-equipped that. And that kind of takes the incentive away from being a light equipment load. But just gameplay-wise, it seems to me that a light equipment load helps you dodge more. And so I have another setup here that I have found. That let me show you what we did have. This is what I was running with, but you can see that as long as I have Eleonora's pole blade on, if you look over at the right at the bottom where it says equipment load, we are still at a medium load. If I unequip it, well, actually we're still at a medium load. If I move to a lighter set of armor, keep that, we're at a medium load, but now if I unequip Eleonora's pole blade, oh, well, that's odd. I could have sworn I was at a light load. What changed? Is it this? Oh, that's it. Yeah. Going with blue dancer charm puts me at a light load. So I can kind of play around with both. This is what that would look like. And actually what we may do here, give me just a second, this won't take us long. I believe if I go over to sort chest and I move over to the gloves, currently 1.4, that's tough to beat. There's some 1.1s, okay. Let's try equipping these. And I think it's still gonna look good. And we are at a light load with the winged sword insignia. Maybe I add the blue charm in place of green turtle's talisman. 0.7. I don't know if that would work out. Yeah, we're still at a light load. Okay, so this would be the light load configuration, but I have to unequip Eleonora's pole blade. And we should be quicker and be able to dodge more stuff and be more nimble. But that, I think, is probably not the way that I want to go. Let's just stick with it for right now, and we'll give it a shot and see how it plays. But I think I just want to go with medium load, have Eleonora's pole blade as an option that I have equipped and ready to go, and just take the heavier armor and just stay, still stay at medium load. I think that's the way that I'm going to want to go. But here, I'll pause you. We are at, let me show you where we're at. We're at the East Capital Rampart, and today we're going into the Forbidden Lands, so we'll be going up this route here. So it should be fun, but I need to see how he gets there. I think we're going to be taking an elevator down and then headed that way. Stand by. Okay, so we're going to head out. This might be the wrong direction. Yeah, the other way. Here we go. We're going to get out onto the main causeway. And then these double doors that we opened in a previous episode, that's what we're going to go through now. There's some loot that we want to grab down here at base level, and then there's a staircase we want to start to climb. So, as a reminder to everybody, I am following Fighting Cowboys walkthrough guide. Okay. I think this is the staircase we'll be going up eventually. We want to cover this area. There's some loot being guarded by dogs and stuff like that, including a perfume bottle. Okay, Golden Rune 9. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't remember seeing you in the guide. Darn it. Oh my gosh, I couldn't. Really, of all the places I could have rolled to, that's the one. Alright. Try again. 9,000 runes is nothing. It's more of the pain in the neck of going all the way back. Okay, which way? This way? Yeah. All the way through, out the right side. And then up and to the left. Did something aggro onto me? No. Let's go around this side. Okay. Okay, let's go over here first. That should allow me to recover my runes. Clear these guys. Whoa! Surprised me again. I don't know if I'm seeing that mob that I faced. Okay, they're both there. God, man, I mean, just can't seem to get the timing right. So we're gonna have to spend some time on this guy. I think we face another one of him too, so might as well be work on this one. I wonder if I can sprint past most of these trash mobs, because I really just need to take him down to feel good about this. I'm going to keep the... I'm not going to put you on pause. I just now thought about it. But I want to see... I want to record whether or not I can sprint past most of these trash mobs. Also, if this doesn't work, I'm going to go ahead and flip over to the heavier armor and bring back the green talisman, the green turtle talisman. He's aggroed also. Just the timing's crap. Okay, I finally got my shots in, and I can do a lot of DPS, but that was sketchy. Also, I don't know if you were able to pick it up or not, but there was a point that my guy just simply straight dodged a shot of his. I didn't roll through it or anything, it just didn't hit. And that has got to be as a result of being light armor. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I don't need to waste my time with that. Let's just head to the stairs. Alright, so we're going to be going up, and I think right there we're going to be headed left. But I need to check that video and make sure, so stand by. Okay, so we are going to break left. We're going to be going through there. We're going to drop down into a little valley area, and then we're going to make our way all the way over to the upper level up there, where we can also summon Tish. But there's little pieces of loot we want to grab. Okay, here's the drop down. Somber Smithing Stone 6. Then we go back up here. We should be able to summon here really soon. There we go. Oh man, there seems to be a lot going on. Ouch. Ah man, really? Oh my god. I can't seem to... I don't have a good way to get him. Is Tish down? Tish is down. Okay. Get up there. What's hitting me from up above? Okay, another perfumer. Let's take the perfumer out. Okay. Oh, darn it. Okay. That was a little bit harder than probably should have been. Perfumer hood, okay. Let's go ahead and plus up. Man, Cowboy didn't need his summon. I needed mine. They don't really break out of their prayer trance, do they? Alright, now that should be it for that little section. So I'll put you on pause again, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, pretty straightforward what we need to do, but note that I have switched armor. That means that I have access to Eleanor's pole blade again. And we're rocking medium armor. It's much heavier armor. It's mostly for fashion, as I understand it in this game. But we're still at a medium weight. Also, I want to pop this while I'm thinking about it. Okay. And I also equipped the green turtle talisman charm again. But this is the lift that we need to take. And, you know, I said we were going to the Forbidden Lands. We're headed there. I don't know if we're going to actually get through there in this episode or not. We might just get to it. And next episode will be about going through it. It'll depend on how much time is left. But I like to aim for either 30 minutes or an hour, with a preference for 30 minutes on the episodes. This game does tend to go to hour-long episodes quite often, just because of the nature of the game. But if I can get enough content in, or there's like a natural break point at 30 minutes, I try to go for that. Oh. Flame Drake Talisman +1. Ah, you. I thought I heard arrows striking stone. It turned out it was crossbows. Okay. So far, so good. This is a bit of a surprise right here. Somber Smithing Stone 6. Okay, good for us. What's that over there? I don't really recognize that. Can't place it. Is that in the mountaintops of the Giants? I don't know. I can't remember that structure. That looks like the actual Erd tree. Not a mini Erd tree, but the actual for real thing. We got, we're making our way towards a divine tower. Got 6 health potions left. Okay, this to me looks like it could be an elevator, but Fighting Cowboy doesn't do anything with it. He goes this way. So we'll stick to the guide. It's probably nothing. It's probably just a dais or something, because I didn't see a lever. Normally if there's an elevator, there's a lever. Uh-oh. Okay. What have we got going here? 2 fell twins. That's one. Oh, not good. Oh, darn it. Darn it. Darn it. I wonder how many runes I lost. Oh, for real? Yo, guys, I'm putting you on pause. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I've made it back. That wasn't really too bad. I was able to sprint by almost everything on the stairs. And then this section up here had to kill a few people like the horseman. We got this guy right in front of us. I think I'll pop this right now along with this. Okay, that guy will disappear. Okay, that's one. Let's maybe try and get the runes. Good timing. I basically waited for Tish to knock him down far enough. So Omen Killer Rolo, Cowboy says that he has dual wield axes and they have bleed. So he might actually be good for my build. So maybe we'll try that later, but right now I'm really enjoying Tish. I'm at 75,000 runes. Okay, we can go up and collect a great rune. I think it was a little hard to read because I have the Cowboys video up on my second screen, which is in a vertical formation. So it kind of makes the video a little bit smaller. I have it set up that way so I can fit everything like OBS and my chat screens and all that good stuff. But I think it might have said Margaret's Omen. I didn't think Morgott was one of these great rune holding mobs, so that's why I'm a little bit skeptical about that. But like I said, it was hard to read. Maybe it was Morgott. That's actually probably more likely. Morgott. Yeah, that would make more sense. That name just occurred to me, you know, as I was talking to you. I was like, oh, yeah, Morgott. Yep, that is in fact what it was. Got another grace right here. Let's see if we can level up. Inventory. Let me try this Lord's Rune. 50,000. Wow. Oh yeah, that's right, just about on the money too. Go to 54 Arcane. So that's level 133, I think. What, 137, yeah. Been playing for 156 hours. Alright guys, let's call it good right here. It just seems like a natural break point. We're about 3/4 of the way through his video. So I'll pick up the next video at this point in his. And that should be, well, we're at 30 minutes. Yeah, okay. Instead, let me pause you and watch the rest of this video and see where he ends up, and then maybe we'll push. Okay, so stand by. Okay, guys, we're going to push forward a little bit. Not all the way through the rest of his video, but we will get the gray site that's actually at the Forbidden Lands. So, remember that point that I said maybe it's just a dais because I didn't see a lever? That's where we're going. And that thing goes down like this. It's an elevator that goes down. And this shouldn't take too awful long at all. It'll just put me in a better starting position that makes more sense for the next episode. And that's where we will go through the Forbidden Lands, which is a pretty short, like almost like a, you might call it a mini zone. And then I believe on into the mountaintops of the Giants. By the way, that Morgott Great Rune is actually, I guess it's pretty good. It's a plus 30% to hit points. But I like, well, I say this as though I've made my own determination. I haven't played the game enough to have made my own determination. I like Cowboy's reasoning would be more accurate for the first Great Rune that you get, Godric's. It's just, I think it's plus 5 to every stat. What is... okay, that's not a shiny. Oh, there's the lever. Okay, well, we're gonna hop on this. And he says if you... I think it's southwest. If you look in this direction, we will see another chamber that we can enter into. Yep, that was it. But he likes to grab this grace site first. And here we are in the Forbidden Lands. Okay. Oh. Okay, I landed it. That's good. I was nervous about that. Official attire. Looks like somebody was sealed into here, perhaps, or... yeah. It's an office. But we get the Blade of Calling. I believe this does holy damage. Yeah, holy damage. And it's got a 110 critical on it, scales with faith. Oh, since we're looking at it, let's see if there's any lore. Dagger given to one who set out on a journey to fulfill her duty long ago. The power of its former owner, the Kindling Maiden, is still apparent. The one who walks alongside flames shall one day meet the road of destined death. And it has a blade of gold on it. Leap into the air, charging the armament with golden flames that are then shot at the enemy as a single blade-like projectile that inflicts holy damage. Well, it sounds pretty cool. From what I understand, holy damage is not so great for endgame, but my Tree Sentinel is made for that. Okay, can I make this drop? I actually didn't see how Cowboy did this. I've only got 3,300 runes on me. Okay. Oh, you know what? He warped to... That's why he went and got the Grace site. He just warped it to it. Alright, well... I suppose what I'll do is... reset this. And then this sets us up for the next episode. Alright, again, I am Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode where this story continues.